Health and wellness is something many of us take for granted. Many of us would like to practice good health, but lack of knowledge of how to eat properly, how to exercise properly, and how to motivate ourselves and remain motivated keeps us back. But tonight we're going to encourage and inspire you to get onto the right track to general and emotional health. So stay with us for tonight's Dolor Factor Live.
The views expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and in no way represent those of DBS and are not intended to determine decision-making processes. Dolor Factor Live is produced by Delia Dolor Productions and Consultancy and sponsored by Paradise Water, EC Global Insurance, Quartz St. Lucia Limited, Infinity Color Shop, Ference Dairy, Star Publishing, Transit TV, Sea Island Cotton Shop, Chart House, Rodney Bay Medical Center, Ladera Resort.
Welcome to Dolor Factor Live. I'm Delia Dolor. Tonight we ask you to think carefully about health and wellness. The World Health Organization defines health as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Wellness is generally used to mean a healthy balance of the mind, body and spirit that results in an overall feeling of well-being. The modern concept of wellness actually didn't become popular until the 1970s. Our guests tonight are Ian Herman, the PR manager of the St. Lucia Tourist Board, and Marie Piazza, health and fitness expert, and later we'll be joined by Dr. Kathleen Walls, who is a clinical psychologist from the United States. Now, I'm really looking forward to tonight's show, but first let me just greet my guests. Hello, welcome, Marie. Nice to see you back on the DFL set. It's been a while.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
And I've listened to some of what you said, and I've been kind of naughty in some of the other things, but I know you'll scold me and then you'll inspire me at the same time, so I'll tell you about that.
I hope to do that on this show, especially.
Good. Well, welcome back to the DFL set.
Thank you very much.
Ian, welcome.
Hi. Thanks.
You are long overdue being here. You are long overdue, but I do know that you're very busy, but thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope that what you're going to be talking to us about tonight, you're actually practicing what you're going to be preaching.
I'm hoping so.
Did you see that little kind of half a second
don't look
pause?
at me when you said that, right?
Okay, well, we have a fun, a realistic, an emotional program ahead of us, because a lot of us, when we think about health and wellness, we just think about it, we know we should do it, and some of us, we start, we don't finish, and then some of us, we start, and then it just goes all over the place. So what I want the viewers to think about tonight is that we're trying to inspire you. And you know how things work here. If you have a question that you want to ask, you can always email, you can always call. You know how to get information to us. This is a program for you, all right? Now, I want to tell you a note, about a note that we actually received. But first, I want to show you some photos. Remember last week, it was our 100th program, and we had this really wonderful game which a lot of people liked. Even the ones who lost, they liked it. We had $100 or 100 cents. So if you missed the show last week, you really missed out on some fun. And so we were giving away $100 to some of our Dolor Factor fans. And what we did this week, we gathered some of them around for them to actually collect their money. So we actually got together Rosalind Milner. You can see her there with Thea. So there's Thea holding the Dolor Factor Live sign there with Rosalind. And remember, Rosalind was actually on the DFL set a couple of weeks ago talking about disability. She was temporarily disabled. As you can see, she's still there with her crutches. And she was saying how wonderful St. Lucia is, but she really wasn't having a good time because not everyone was sensitive to her new needs. And so I was really glad that she won, but she won 100 cents and not $100. But there you are. She's still collecting it at the Inner Gallery in Bois d'Orange, one of our sponsors. So thank you so much, Impy, for watching, and thank you to the Inner Gallery for letting us take that space there to take that picture. And we have here Lucy Ferdinand and Lydia Cox. They won the $100, and there they are showing their $100 that they won on last week's show. And we still have other persons who won, because obviously we have Facebook, we have BBM. So there was someone from all those ways of communicating with us who actually won some money. So we'll be showing you that at later stages when people collect them. So thank you so much to our Dolor Factor fans. Now here's a note that we received from one of our Ladera brunch winners, Suzette Collymore. She says, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Delia and her team for the prize afforded to me. My guests and I had a wonderful time. The food was scrumptious and the view breathtaking. The service received from the Ladera staff was A+. Wishing her and the show all the best. May God continue to strengthen and guide her as she enlightens us on the various issues we lack knowledge on. I want to say thank you so much. I actually met Suzette and her family there at Ladera last week. So thank you so much for bringing them there. And I know that you were having a good time because I saw, and I want to thank the Ladera staff who looked after my guests and everyone else there. And just to remind you that Ladera celebrates their Journée Creole with a special brunch this Sunday from 12 to 3. So if you didn't make it for the rest of the month, please make sure that you get there. Great. Now, I want to ask my guests if they like my outfit from Sea Island Cotton Shop.
I love your outfit.
Did you like it?
Yes, they're belle outfits.
Oh, thank you. No, don't start. Don't start showing off. Don't say. She's showing off because before we started, we were talking about, you know, Journée Creole and about patois and so on and so forth, you know, and it's just an amazing thing that we're in Journée Creole. And as much as I love St. Lucia and I love the language, you know, everyone just laughs at me every time I try to speak it, but I don't care. I'm going to continue speaking it, you know, and one day I'll get there. All right. Now, Ian's laughing, you know. And, you know, you're supposed to support me, not laugh at me. Give me some words of encouragement.
We're going to help you.
We certainly will. And
all right.
I think I was just about to say that I really love your outfits.
Yeah, you have to say that now, right? Or else I would call you what I call the other person. And everyone started laughing at me when I said one of the guests and viewers. You'll remember one day we had a guest, I can't remember who it was, and I said that they were Lapo. And of course everyone started laughing. I mean, it's Lapo, right?
No, it's not.
What is
it's
it?
La po. You need to put that stress on
the end of it.
Like a potty.
That's
So the potty, basically.
That's right.
So I have to think about the potty.
Yeah, forget the English accent, extract the English accent and add the Lucian accent.
Well, if I put a Lucian accent, I have to put an air at the end of it.
That's right. So
Heavy on it.
Lapo. Lapo.
I wouldn't say
She's laughing. Lapo. Yeah, but it doesn't sound right. Lapo.
No.
Lapo.
We'll take it by the market. We'll start by the market and we'll try to get, you know, some
Repeat that
going.
every morning.
Lapo.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Forget it. Oh, forget it. Now, I'm Lapo at saying Lapo. All right, then. Okay, so don't think that you're going to be escaping from our 2 in a row questions. And every week, our guests, we give them a question that is totally unrelated to the show. And my first question is for Marie, and I want you to tell us about a childhood memory that always makes you smile.
Oh, I have lots of really good childhood memories, actually, that makes me smile. One of them, which we were talking about health and wellness, is when I used to have to go to dinner. And we'd have dinner together as a family, and then I didn't like particular things. And I would always try and sneak in the kitchen first and tell my mum, what are you making? What are you making? Oh, don't make this, I don't like that tonight. And she would make exactly what I didn't want to have. And we would laugh so hard because I would have to eat it. And I couldn't avoid it. And my brothers would crack up laughing. And that always makes me laugh because even now, I'm still kind of a picky eater, but I try everything.
Wow. Okay. Well, good for you. And as you were saying that, I remembered that my sister and I, Karen, when we used to get ourselves in situations like that, we used to laugh and we used to drink as well. And when we were drinking, we'd laugh so much that the juice would start coming through our nostrils. Okay, enough about me. Now we're going to go into a break, but I'm not going to allow Ian to think that he has got away from his question. He's not getting off the hook. That's right, Marie. We are going to get back to him. And I'm also going to ask you a bit later on what you're hoping that we're going to be achieving tonight. But I just have to go through a couple of things before we go to our break. Our painting on set this week is an original canvas. It's titled Red Ginger. It's by Arnold Toulon. This painting is available at the Inner Gallery, St. Lucia's premier art and picture framing gallery located along the Bois de Wange Highway. And I say that okay, don't I? Bois de Wange, right? Okay. Office space is also available for rent in the Inner Gallery building along the Bois de Wange Highway, where parking is easy. So if you call 457-8728, that's 457-8728 for more details on office space rental in the Inner Gallery building. Now, grade 3 children who participated in the Rainforest of Reading program hold their festival at the VG Sports Complex tomorrow from 9 a.m. Visit rainforestreading.org or the Delore Factor Live website for more information. Now, I'm saying that now because I know that children will be going to bed shortly. So children, remind your parents that this is happening tomorrow. And Her Excellency, the Governor General of St. Lucia, will be there. Dame Paulette Louisi, she will be there to give some awards to the children. And on Saturday, November the 9th, and here we are, some pictures of some of the books that the children have been receiving. Now, on Saturday, November the 9th, the Vieux Fort Children's Society invites you to their fundraising anniversary dinner at the National Skills Development Centre, St. Jude's, Vieux Fort. Your host will be Russell Lake. Now, every year I host this event with Russell, and together we've assisted the audience to raise lots of money for the charity to help them to build a children's home. Unfortunately, I can't be there this year as I will be in Marrakesh, Morocco, attending the Pure Life Experience travel show, and only 30 media in the world are invited, and I was one of them. So Delore Factor Live sponsor Ladera Resort have offered the Vieux Fort Children's Society this wonderful prize to auction. I will host a special 5-course dinner for 4 persons at the Sheen restaurant. It will be prepared by Executive Chef Nigel Mitchell, and wine will be matched for each course, and the dinner will be held in the Sheen's private wine cellar. The value of this offer is US dollars 1,000, so 1,000 US dollars. We want you to bid on that. Please buy tickets for the fundraiser on November 9th and support St. Lucia's children. And as I said, details are on our website, delorefactorlive.com. Now, the giveaways. I'm going to hold back on those giveaways because we need to go to a break. When we come back, Ian is going to tackle a question and we're going to tell you what our giveaways are. So this is Delore Factor Live, of course, only on DBS. We'll be right back.